Hello. So I was preparing some snacks for the movie. Hi guys. We're gonna be watching a movie today. And I know that this is a public stream, but I'm gonna try using this really cool new YouTube feature where you transition the stream into like a membership. Yeah. Let's do a Zatsudan first. How are you guys doing? These assets are so cute. Yeah! These are the assets we use for the membership movie, so if you guys are interested in watching with us today, join memberships! The only time I ever advertise my membership. Still rushing to make food for the movie. Okay, we'll wait for you. I'm also making food. Yeah. Got a bad sore throat. Oh no. Gotta get that paypak. What's it called? Paypakol. The Chinese cough syrup. What movie are you watching? We're watching a movie called But I'm a Cheerleader. I watched the trailer and it was really like funky. Like I just didn't understand anything. So I'm really curious to see what it's about. It's I purposely in the membership posts asked everybody to give me movies that were related to like Pride Month and stuff like that. So that's the theme. You'll get the movie? Okay, I hope so. Yeah, but before this, I did some grocery shopping, did some chores, and did some work. And then I played Night Rain with my friends. So it was quite a productive day. It was a lot of fun. I love playing Night Rain with my two in real life friends. Because they bicker a lot and it's really funny. They bicker a lot, but they're very like... What's the word? Like, if they know that they said something and it was incorrect, like, for example, they'll be like, if we go to this part of this map, it'll be easier to get here from here. And then the other person will be like, no, it won't be, because you have to go through this path on the... And then the other person will be like, oh, I see your point. I'm sorry. It's so funny. Anyways, I never tell anyone what to do because I have no idea what I'm doing. So, I'm so glad that I'm the stupid one because I don't actually have to use my brain. One of them, the glass cannon guy. Who's that? I don't really know who that is. Weirdly, I saw a small part of this movie playing on a TV a day before you announced the watch along, and I never heard of this movie before then. Really? I've never heard of this movie at all. I'm surprised they even like played it on TV. That means you need to watch with us. Do they get mad at you for missing loot? No. We never get mad at each other, like, actually. It's more like, where are you guys? I'm alone fighting this monster! And then we'll die, and then we'll be like, oh, we have to stick together, team. It's so funny. I wish I could stream with them. The guy who kept losing to the boss. Oh, yes! He's one of my friends, yes. Did Enna forget to lock this stream to members only? No! I'm gonna use the new YouTube feature. I want to chat publicly first. It's really fun. I've been playing a lot of Night Rain offline. So, hopefully I can play a little bit more online. But you know, I want to finish Dark Souls. So, I try not to get too obsessed with Night Rain so that I still have the motivation to finish Dark Souls, which I still do, so there's no problem there. Is his unofficial name just Mr. Glass Cannon now? I don't know. Sure. So if this shifts to members only with the new feature, will it split the stream in two? No. Let's see. Let's just see how it works. I ended up just beating it solo. Yeah, I really want to try to beat at least like the three-headed dog. I forgot the name. I really want to try beating that solo on stream. So, I'll find a day where we can do that. Okay, I'm gonna go check on my hot water because I want to make instant noodles for this movie. I'm really excited to watch this movie. I have no idea what it's about. So, I'm gonna do that until you guys prepare your snacks and stuff, okay? The water has not boiled yet. I'm meal prepping, does that count as snacks? Whatever you want, guys. It's a legendary queer movie. Yeah, that's what a lot of people recommended this movie, and so I was like, wow, it must be really good then. I've never heard of this movie before. Also, I realized that I don't think Pride Month is a thing in like a lot of places. I think it's only known in the West. Is that right? Yeah. Because I remember like many years ago when I was in Japan and it was June, I was like, it's Pride Month, and a lot of my like friends who were like, you know, who'd never gone to the West, they were like, what's Pride Month? And I was like, I didn't know how to explain it, but like, I was just like, it's like a celebration of like everyone's, you know, sexuality and gender and just everything. It's just a celebration of like people, whoever you are. And they're like, that's so cool, I wish we had it here too. And I was like, then I realized like, oh yeah, I've never heard about like, I only heard about it because I live in Canada. Yeah. Not really big in Japan. Yeah, of course, I know. I'm lucky to be in a country where these things are a little bit more open. So when I'm in like when I'm in other places and I forget that it's not Canada, sometimes I'm like a little bit shocked, like, oh, okay, like a cultural shock. Yeah, I'm totally like super Canadian coded, so. You see queer couples holding hands there often in Canada? Yeah. Yeah. It's really normal to be seeing like gay people, lesbian people, whatever. Like just people holding hands. It's, at least for me, like when I see it, I don't even like think about it. I'm just like, it's the same thing. It's the same thing I see when I like see like heterosexual people like holding hands. I'm just like, fuck you all. Stop holding hands in front of me, everyone. Pissing me off. Yeah. Okay, my water should be good now. Hold on. Hot. Fuck. It is so hot. Fuck. Love hot food, guys. Okay. I'm so excited for the movie. We haven't watched the movie in so long, everyone. Oh yes, if you're wondering where you can watch the movie, I linked the place where you can find out where you can watch it. It's on Prime. That's where I'm watching it on. And then it's also on YouTube, I think. You can like rent the movie or buy it. I think that's it. It's not on Netflix or anything. Yeah. Is this supposed to be a member? Yeah, we're gonna be switching to memberships. Let me know when you guys are ready. So, for the people who are not in memberships, I'm so sorry. You guys will probably most likely be kicked out. But I just wanted you guys to know that, well, I want to Zatsu a bit, so we can still do that. Yeah. Have fun without me, don't say that. That makes me so sad. I just want you guys to know that, love you all platonically, and I will accept you all for whoever you guys are or whoever you choose to be. So, you know, you live in a place where being gay or like anything else other than being boring old straight is not accepted. Just note that you're at the very least accepted here. Now, there's maybe at least 1 or 2 safe spaces. Hey, Lamau. We gotta make fun of straight people more, you know? Because we have it a little bit more luxurious. You know what I mean? Boring old straight. I mean, I'm boring. And straight. I think. Shake up the system, you're right. No, honestly, like, I've been in these, like, really weird situations where, like, for example, I remember when I was in school, like, in high school, there was, like, a group of, like, there was, like, a group of friends that were, like, I don't think they were all gay, but, like, they were not straight. And there was one person in their group that was straight, and I remember seeing that they were, like, kind of, like, berating that one straight person because they were straight, and I was just like, wow. What's the difference between what you're doing than what you're experiencing, like, outside of this, you know? Why would you do that to this? You're literally doing the same pattern. I was, like, really, like, what? Does that not make any sense? First of all, doing that in general sucks. So you shouldn't do that. But also just, like, usually when you've experienced, or, like, you're experiencing that sort of thing in society, in my head at least, I'm like, you don't usually do that to other people because you know how it feels. You know? It's a weird situation. It's like when kids get a little, but if power in a different social setting, they kind of go overboard. Yeah! Kind of weird. I don't really understand. Like, we can't just, like, mind our own business sometimes. Like, I don't think I ever have time to look at someone and be like, I don't like the way that you live your life. Like, seriously, I have no idea who you are, and I am, like, too busy, like, dying for my life, you know? Not me eating the ramen before the movie. It's so good. Yeah, so I just want to give a reminder to everyone here. Not to be, like, hurtful and hateful. I'm serious, there's never an excuse to be hateful. Like, whatever shape or form. Also, just want to give a friendly reminder. You know, especially if you're on social media and stuff like that, please be careful with your words. Because, you know, we all know social media is a place where people can just put out their opinions. And it is their, you know, that is something that's equal amongst a lot of us. Like, as long as you have, like, social media, you are free to put out whatever the fuck you want to put out, technically. Even if you're saying really hurtful things, you know. I'm not saying you should, but unfortunately some people use their platforms or, like, social media to put out, like, hurtful things. But just remember that, like, even if you don't agree with someone or, like, you know that it's not right what they're saying, never give them hate, because then you're basically doing the same thing that they're doing, and you don't want to end up doing that. And then a lot of the times, we have to remember that not everybody speaks English, so, you know, especially if they're writing something out that's not in their native language, it can be really mistranslated, or, like, it just sounds a lot more wrong than it actually is. There's a lot of, like, nuances and context that could be missing, so you never want to, like, you know, pull them down extra hard that's just one of another reason. You have to keep that into consideration. Not everybody has the same culture or the same language and, obviously the same mentalities, which is why we need to be very careful when you see these things. Try not to engage in something that could become like an argument or like a thread or a trend where you're shitting on someone by accident or on purpose. So if you don't agree with something, in my opinion, the best thing is just to move on, because if you're not giving it any attention, it's not really going to like go anywhere. So the only thing it's gonna do is just make that one person miserable, but that's on themselves. So just be careful if you're always on social media, because I know it's really easy to see something that you don't like and then like immediately like quote retweet it, like give an opinion. But honestly, I think sometimes we need to hold back a bit and just be like, okay, just don't engage in it. Especially if we all know that it's like weird, So like, choose your battles is what I mean. I'm only saying this because like on Twitter I've been seeing some really like, I know that a lot of you guys are really good people, so you don't do this on purpose, but I do see some like people that I recognize where it might accidentally be like putting someone down without really realizing it. So just be really careful. I've obviously done that too, which is why I'm telling you guys to be careful too. So let's all try to be a little bit more understanding and empathetic. And if you really don't want to be, or like really don't like something, especially on the internet where it can really just not affect you individually, you can always just ignore it. I think it's the best way. Yeah. All I know is I'd never want to reflect negatively on you. Don't worry, I already do that to myself. You guys are good. I think it's very easy to make a joke or say something without realizing. Yeah, I know that firsthand. And I know you guys know that I know that. I do that a lot, I like to poke fun at things, and then sometimes it goes too far and someone else might be unhappy. But to my core, I've always believed that I never mean anything malicious. So I know that a lot of people in maybe the Niji community are more or less the same. So just be careful. It's just a friendly reminder, because I've just been seeing that a little bit more often. Especially during this month where we're supposed to be celebrating like people and like different people in general. Like, just remember to be kind to each other. Sad when multiple people make a joke and other people think it's okay because others are making it. Well, yeah, it is sad, but you have to understand there's a lot of young people on the internet, Like, if you're 15 years old and your friend is doing something, of course you're gonna think it's okay that you do it too. So I wouldn't really fault them for that, When you're very young and you don't really have much life experience, you don't really know what's right or wrong, even if you think you know. And even if you think you know what's right or wrong at an older age, you still don't really know. So just always be cautious, think a little bit before you type something out, and just remember that if it's something that really doesn't affect you and it just kind of makes you emotionally, temporarily like angry for a second, it's really not worth it to like exert negative energy and put it somewhere. It's better to kind of like realize that it's just a waste of your time to really engage on it. Yeah. Sometimes people want to be seen as right and feel morally superior. Yeah, there's no competition, If you really truly believe that you're a good person, you really don't feel the need to prove it. So I promise that like you'll find more inner peace when you realize that sometimes being kind and, being genuine is a lot harder than it sounds. You don't get much reward out of it. So you have to understand that a lot of things that, bring peace and, a lot of things that you might think is right doesn't genuinely give you much reward, and you know, you kind of have to be okay with it, especially if you know that it's at the very least the right path, you know? So find your inner peace. Don't argue with people on the internet if it really doesn't take away like anything in your life. And like, just chill. Even if you think someone is wrong, ridiculing them won't change their mind. Yeah, like again, like I totally get it if it was like your inner circle of friends. But, you know, especially if it's a stranger on the internet, like 90% of the time I just be like, just leave them. Not worth it. You don't even know them. So, yeah, just some friendly advice, you know, it's not anything specific. I've just like sometimes most of the things on my Twitter are all about like Night Rain memes and Dark Souls and Love and Deep Space, so. And I don't know why, but I've been getting some Doja Cat stuff, and I'm like, I don't even like listen or like know what Doja Cat is. A lot of stuff like that. Yeah. Anyways, remember people on the internet are young, so don't expect them to be very competent. Just give them a lot of patience and understanding, and like, we gotta educate each other. We can't be yelling at each other, being like, you suck for having this sort of opinion. You gotta kind of start... give people the benefit of the doubt and be like, hey, you might be a 15-year-old who like grew up with a abusive father or something, and I'm here to teach you something. You know, sometimes it really do be like that. Like, don't assume, but like, you know what I mean. Anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about. So, happy Pride, everybody. I'm really excited to watch this movie. For those of you who don't have memberships, I'm really sorry. We're probably gonna kick you out, but let me know how it feels like to be kicked out midstream, okay? Because I'm curious, because I've never used this feature before. And if you feel FOMO, well, now you know. Join our memberships. Yippee! Okay, I think I'm gonna put a timer. So let's see. So let's do like a 5-minute timer. Okay. Did it work? Alright, so in exactly 5 minutes, there's gonna be... something's gonna happen, and then we're gonna be kicking out like half the people on our stream. Yay! It's really exciting. I've never seen this feature before. I think it's really cool. It'll be my first time using it, so... yeah, I think you're supposed to see a timer or something. So... hold on, let me see if I can see it. Is it in the chat? Oh, it's in the chat top bar. Oh, wait, I do see it. Oh yeah, you're right. It's really tiny. Okay, I see. Cool. Oh, this is such a cool feature. Can non-members see the first part of the VOD? I don't know, man. I'm not YouTube. We're just gonna have to see. Chat, I don't feel so good. Mr. Stark? Oh, I don't feel so good. Any last words? Yeah, tomorrow I'm off, so I don't have a stream. I'm gonna be working on some stuff. But next week I do have some things I wanted to like some fun streams. Hopefully I can get it set up before then. But yeah, that's it. I don't have much to say. I think I just talk too much. What do you put on your hot dog? Okay. Ketchup, mustard, and relish. I'm a basic bitch. I'm the most basic of all basics. I like vanilla ice cream. I like drinking tea and hot water. I'm the most boring person you'll ever see. One time I was playing 20 questions with my friend because like 20 spicy questions, and honestly it was just, I could tell that my friend was so disappointed in my answers. They're like, have you ever been skinny dipping? And I'm like, no. They're like, have you ever had a threesome? And I'm like, yeah, Night Rain, sure. Like, that's the only time ever play with like 2 other people, you know? Yeah. My friend was just like, wow, you're so vanilla. This is not fun. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. Thank you to everyone who's gifting memberships. I hope it lands on someone who doesn't have a membership at all. That'd be so cool if they can join us today. You have 3 foods to eat for your entire life. What are they? Fuck! Kanji, because I need kanji in my life. You can make any type of kanji. I guess tea is not a type of food. Oh, mapo tofu. Mapo tofu. And, oh my god, something with chicken. Chicken. Oh, I should have some sort of salad, just because. Chicken salad or something. It always lands on people that aren't members. That's how membership works. Well, I don't know. I thought sometimes it just lands on someone else's membership and they just prolong the membership. I don't know. Chicken fajita. Yeah. RNG, God, please, I want Memby so bad. I'm so sorry. Chicken jockey. Oh my god, don't say that. I watched the Minecraft movie in the theater and people were like, the kids were like, chicken jockey. And I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean, man? I'm getting old. Thank you for the gifted, guys. If you received a gifted membership, make sure you say thank you, but also make sure you watch the movie with us. I think it's gonna be really cool. Ask Rosemi what it means. Of course Rosemi would know. She knows everything. Oh, the wise Rosemi-sama. Okay, we got like about 30 seconds left until it transfers to memberships. Tell me something about yourself that you want. Okay, pretend that this is going to be the last time you'll ever see me. What do you need? What would you tell me? Go! Except for the members. You guys, it doesn't count. Everyone who's not a member, please tell me what you need to tell me before we disappear. I also hate birds. Okay, cool. See you in the afterlife. I love pasta. Okay. Bye, guys!